No, it may not work. May not be required to us as per the query. So here the new task of the IR or information retrieval beyond the term search. Here not exactly we are searching term. Remember, we are not searching the particular Stanford, or we are not searching about the particular term university. Because beyond that, we are retrieving some information. We are retrieving about the Stanford University. We are not retrieving information about Stanford or university or and university. Stanford may be different meaning, university may have some different meaning, but when it combines, it may have some significance, distinct meaning. Similarly, some more examples are: find gates near Microsoft. Gates near the Microsoft, where the Microsoft present, at that surrounding to it, there may be a term, another term, that is gates. In such a document where gates is written, but there is no Microsoft, that particular gate may have some different meaning. We are not bothering to find that particular gate. Rather, we are interested to find that particular gate where it is present very much nearer to Microsoft. Okay, so in certain situation, we are not searching a particular term, or cannot be a Boolean type. Maybe you can convert that particular query into Boolean form. It's a different issue, but it is not exactly searching the particular term. Rather, what are the surrounding to that particular term is have some meaning. Also very important, its surrounding, where the particular term is present. Fine. Am I audible? So look at here, another example. Find the document where the author is Ullman and the body of the document or the text of the document may contain automata. So Ullman is the author, may have written several books. I don't care, but we need a particular document where the automata is also present and Ullman is also present. So different zones are there. There is the author zone where the Ullman will be there, and the body of the text of the body or the body of the book may have automata written. We have to search in different zones. In author zone, we have to search for Ullman. In the body of the text, we have to search for automata. So the searching or Boolean searching we have to perform based upon different zones of the document. So these are the different things we'll study and in later classes, so that it can be a part of IR, information retrieval. We are not searching the particular term in basis of a Boolean, rather we are trying to find some information, required information. Suppose you are finding a particular term out of the n number of documents, out of the n number of documents. So in certain case you are searching here and the list also here like this, here also D1 to the k number of documents, here also we have D1 to the L number of documents. So we are searching our particular required term in 3 locations. I don't know which is the best appropriate search domain for this particular term. How to know that which particular domain or which particular position or which particular set, literally you can say it is set, which particular set is much more appropriate for this term, because all these 3 sets may have this particular term. as you are searching any term in Google and you found several links or several websites are coming, which will come first and which will come second? Basically, we are trying to sort the responses being retrieved. Now we will discuss about, later on we will discuss about, to whatever the response you are getting, all are correct, but out of these results, out of these responses, which is much more fit or which is much more appropriate for your term? We have to perform some ranking. We will discuss later. We need to perform the ranking. Anyway, just one simple approach I want to just discuss now. Based upon the occurrence, it is a simple approach, but remember, it is not the final approach. It is just one of the approach. That is called as occurrence. Number of occurrence. How many times this particular term is present in this particular set, or set 2 or set 3. Always the occurrence 1 is better than 0. Always the occurrence 2 is better than 1. Always occurrence 3 is better than 2. What we can conclude? That the number of occurrence always more is better. In a layman version, we can say the number of occurrence is more, then it is much more better. Which is practical manner true, we will discuss later. But currently, you can assume that if a particular document list consisting of more number of times of this term, then it is more suitable to us, more required to us, for which we may need the term sequence. How many times that particular term is present in the document, we need to find out. So what we have concluded here, the number of occurrence of the particular term inside the document is much more appropriate to find that particular term or the existence of the particular term in the document. That is also called as evidence accumulation. We are trying to find the evidence which is the document consisting of the term T1, which is what are the number of documents are having the term T1 that is much more appropriate for me. Those are evidence which are having or consisting of the term T1. That I was just discussing ranking. We need to find the rank. So till now, what the possible way I have chosen, depending upon the evidence or depending upon the occurrence, which is having more higher occurrence or evidence, that is the having higher rank. The document list or the number of posting list having lower occurrence or the lesser occurrence, that is lesser ranking. That will come later in my list. Which is having higher will come first, which is having lower, that may come later. I can say this is the ranking that we have done. Set of representation. All are correct. All are having the term T1. But out of these results or responses, which is much more appropriate for me or not, which is lesser appropriate for me, depending upon the ranks that they have secured. That particular document list that will come as first and that particular document which are coming later, what is the difference? We can say these results which are coming first in the top, that are much more proximity, closer to my required term than compared to this one. This term is much more closer, appropriate than this one. That is why we need to measure the proximity, the distance. Obviously, the rank 1 or the top ranker are much more closer or having lesser distance, proximity distance from the given query. Later we will discuss that is there any other approach, or out of these results or response what we have got, which is satisfying only one aspect, or there are any other respective other aspects are there which are being satisfied. This particular term may have number of higher occurrence of this term T1, but it is not informative. This particular website or this particular document that we have collected, it is having higher number of terms, but it is not performing or having some other aspect of this term T1. Right? It is only having the term T1, 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 T1 several times, nothing else. So I can say, if this is for not this particular class, this will be discussed later, that if this particular document is only consisting of the term T1, T1, T1 like this, but it is not covering all the aspects, different meaning of this term T1. Okay, so that is also a matter of fact that we will discuss later. Already we have discussed about structured and unstructured data. That structured data is basically a tabular form or a matrix form where we may have some column header and we may have some instances for the given column ID. So the queries might be like this: find out the transaction or find out the row where salary is less than 60,000 and manager is Smith. Salary is less than 60,000, this one, but manager is Smith, this one. My satisfying query will give you the response like this one. This will be the required response where the salary is less than 60,000 and manager is Smith. What about the unstructured? Also this we have discussed. It is here the document, the information is not present in tabular form or matrix form. It's a free text. What is the content? It's a free text. Something written like paragraph or documents or pages like that. So here the task becomes very critical. We need to find a particular keyword, and that also may have some operator like AND operator and NOT operator or operator like that. And suppose an example, find all web pages dealing with the drug abuse. So there is no, if it is present in tabular form or structured form, then it will be very much easier for you. But it is not like that. Rather, some pages or some documents. So very critical or very difficult to find that particular pages which are having the terms like this, drug abuse. But practically it tells that no such unstructured documents are there. Almost all the unstructured means it may be a semi-structured. It may be a semi-structured because it may have some title, it may have some bullets like that. It may have some several zones. It's a title, there are some bullets. So almost all data are not unstructured, rather it may be some semi-structured. You may go to the property of this document, you may find the author, you may find the date of creation like that. Some information are there, predefined, pre-written, or it is also called the metadata. So here also we will discuss these things on some later classes, how to handle this kind of sophisticated searches. We have already gone through the Boolean queries. Terms are present or not present. If present, show 1. If not present, show 0. You don't need to show that, ignore that. But here the searches are very going to be critical day by day or time to time. We need to find those documents where title is about. Remember the term about, not exactly matching the object oriented programming. It is about, maybe programming on object oriented like that, or maybe object oriented programming language like that, something which is very much proximity or very much closer to object oriented programming. Title is about, and the author something like STRO star RUP. I don't know exactly what is the author name, rather we know the first few characters and last few characters. And intermediate I don't know. So how to handle this kind of queries? This kind of asterisk or star is called as wildcard. Not only this Boolean operator and or not, but also it may have some Boolean, some wildcard character. So here, how to handle this? What is the meaning of this about, and how whatever response we are getting, which is the best out of that, how to rank these results? There are several things or several matters we have to